Hey guys, it's Janice from The Family Mix. This video is going to be very hard to make. I'm not sure if we're even going to get it posted, but I wanted to share my story, our story, in hopes that it helps one family, one mother, and one father out there. I really thought about sharing this. I didn't want to. Not many people know about this, but I figured that obviously if I can save one person, like I already said, from making the same mistake that I made, then this video is worth it. So with that being said, let me tell you the story. I'm going to try not to get emotional, but I'm sure I will. So, Ava, our 15-month-old daughter, oh my gosh, I'm already going to start crying. Ava has been teething. She's getting her 4 molars, and she's been, she's been feverish, showing symptoms, just typical teething symptoms for a few weeks now. But just recently, the past few days, she's been really feverish. She's got the pink cheeks, just super, super needy. I just stopped breastfeeding her a few weeks ago, so she doesn't have that attachment anymore. She doesn't have that clutch anymore. So it's been really tough on her. So last night, she had a fever like normal. Obviously our heat is up. It's really cold here, so the heat's up really high at nighttime. I'm partially anemic, so I'm always cold, so I keep the heat up high. So I put her to bed. I gave her some fever teething medicine before she went to bed. I had a long sleeve onesie on her and some pants. I put her to bed like normal. She sleeps with us in bed. I kept checking her temperature. She was about 100, and we went to bed. I woke up. Sorry. The reason that I was nervous and apprehensive about sharing this story, obviously I'm a mom. I blame myself. I'll never forgive myself. Hold on, guys. Ava just woke up from her nap, so what I was saying is that the reason that I was nervous to share this story is because I'm just hard on myself. This is my baby, and I feel like I dropped the ball. So what I was saying is I woke up at 5 in the morning to her having a seizure. I heard her making a sound, and it was like, it became repetitive. Thank God she sleeps next to me. But it became repetitive, and I woke up and I was like, what is happening? I turned the light on immediately and I looked at her, and she was having a seizure. I don't want to go through the motions of the actions that she was doing, but it was very clear what was happening. I know that I had a seizure when I was a baby. My mom told me, I think I was like 3 months old, and I think I was sick. I had a fever and I had a seizure. So immediately I knew what was happening. I called 911 immediately, and the 911 operator was super sweet. She talked me through it. I was trying to be as calm as possible, but obviously I was a nervous wreck. I never witnessed anything like this. I've never had sick kids. I just have never been through anything like this. Dustin is in Alaska mining, so I was by myself. Gia was sleeping in her room. It was so scary. Basically, long story short, the paramedics got here At that point, her fever had not diminished, but it had subsided enough. They told me to put a cool towel on her, undress her, you know, take the blankets off of her. They also told me that while she was having the seizure, not to touch her, not to pick her up. I just laid her on the bed, made sure she wasn't going to fall. It was the hardest 5 minutes of my life. Watching your child in such a, what's the word, devastated state. I was helpless, powerless. Meanwhile, I was blaming myself because I let her fever get so high. I love you. The moral of the story is that I didn't take her fever seriously because I knew she was teething, so I didn't think that it was as serious as, say, a flu fever. And also, another mistake that I made was I had the heat on too high. I had blankets on her. She should have had nothing. She should have been sleeping in a t-shirt without blankets. And I also think that I should have been given her a stronger fever reducer. So, needless to say, she was fine. The paramedics told me that it was relatively common for babies when they're teething for their fever to spike so high. They also told me that she wouldn't withstand any brain damage or anything, which I was nervous about because it seemed like she was seizuring forever. I guess it's called a febrile seizure, and it's just their body's way of shutting down the fever, of just telling you that it's too high, and it just kind of shuts their body down. So we cooled her off with some cool towels, and the next few hours after that, she was so lethargic. It took her a while to snap back to her normal self. She actually could barely walk. Like, she was walking super slow. She was falling. She couldn't even hold herself up. When I tell you that I feel so guilty, I just want parents out there to realize that do not neglect a fever from teething. Like, it is substantial, it is real, and it can have severe consequences. Luckily, she's fine. Her fever has subsided. She still loves me. I think she forgives me. So, sharing this video, I don't even know if it's gonna see the light of day. We'll see, but I really hope that you guys are easy on me in the comment section. I know that next time, well, luckily that we're over the molars, but I just really hope that this helped you guys, and let me know if anybody has a similar story, please. Thank God we're over that, and hopefully we don't ever experience anything similar. Thanks, guys. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? See you guys in our next video.